Yeah, man, what they do. Thank you for tapping in with Channel 31. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and show some love to your boy channel. So we back with another box score breakdown. We had the Milwaukee Bucks against the Houston Rockets. So the Houston Rockets have been one of the more hot teams. They, I believe they was on like a 5-game win streak, and Milwaukee has been one of the teams that really hasn't been as hot as of late. But at the beginning of the season, they started off really cold. I meant to say that they've started to progress as the season has been going along. This game right here actually gave me some hope that the Bucks may be able to make something of this season. It's crazy because like the Rockets started out this game on like a 9-0 run or like an 11-0 run, and then shout out to that boy Brook Lopez because he came and he hit two back-to-back big 3-pointers from deep to kind of get the Bucks started, and from there they kind of just picked up momentum, and they was fighting a deficit from the beginning, but once they kind of took the lead, they kind of had control until the Rockets kind of snatched the game back. But every time it seemed like the Rockets were going to try to pull away or make a run, Brook Lopez would come and hit a deep 3-pointer and just kind of like break the spirits of the Houston Rockets. But they did fight all the way into the end, and like Giannis showed why he's an MVP every season. At the end, like he was, I remember he was guarding. I believe it was like 40 something seconds left or something like that, or probably like 20 something seconds left. He was guarding Van Fleet on the isolation at the top of the key. Van Fleet made like a move between the legs, got by him. He he ended up dumping the pass off, I think, down to Şengün. So Giannis goes from guarding Van Fleet on the ball to getting down to the weak side of the floor and making an amazing block. And then they went down again, and then Dame Lillard, as you see right down there, Lillard hit the game-winning layup with a little drive through the middle of the floor with a little up and under layup, and then they won the game off of that pretty much. The Rockets did have a chance to win the game. They threw the ball up to Şengün, and he kind of did like a little push-off, got away with it, but he wasn't able to secure the pass, which was kind of like a fumble. He really sold the game because he had a wide-open layup, but he tried to catch it one-handed, and it just didn't work out for him. But that's pretty much how the game unfolded. We're gonna go ahead and get into the game. The Rockets had the biggest lead was 13. I was like in the beginning of the game, and then the biggest lead from the Bucks was about 14. The game tied like twice. The longest run was 11. The lead changes 3. So the leading players, we got Van Fleet with 26. We got Brook with 27. Yeah, man, shout out to Brook because without him getting started and without them threes that he was hitting, this game wouldn't even be close. And Dame Lillard wouldn't even have a chance to hit a game winner. But Tari Eason, despite the loss, had a big 14 rebounds. Giannis had 13 boards. Damian Lillard had 10 assists, while Van Fleet had 5. Tari Eason had 3 blocks, while Brook had 4. So not only was Brook out there blocking shots, but not only was Brook out there scoring and hitting big threes, but he was out there blocking shots as well. So the Milwaukee Bucks outscored the Houston Rockets by 1 point. The Houston Rockets did win the rebound battle. The Bucks won the assist battle. The Rockets got 1 more steal than the Bucks, but the Bucks had 8, and the Bucks had 2 more blocks than the Rockets did. Rockets had 6 blocks, so the Rockets did turn the ball over less than the Bucks. So that was kind of the reason why they almost had a chance to win the game, because both teams didn't take care of the ball fairly well, but the Rockets did better than the Bucks. But to overcome that, the Bucks shot 45% from the field and 39% from the three, which was better totals than the Rockets did at 40% from the field and 28% from the three. But the Rockets did exceed the Bucks free throw percentage, 84-63. So to get into the points in the paint, Houston kind of dominated Milwaukee with the points in the paint battle, which is surprising because you got Giannis. But I guess from a collection standpoint, they just dominated them 56-38. Also with second chance points 15-6, and also with fast break points 21-14. So all indicators here show that the Rockets kind of dominated the inside, which is kind of surprising when you got Giannis, but that can happen when Brook Lopez is scoring 27, and a lot of those points are coming from the 3-point line and Damian Lillard, and you got a whole bunch of guys surrounding them with shooters. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where that comes from. And then the Rockets have more of like a downhill style because you got guys like Jalen Green, you got guys like Tari Eason, and then they get out and they run and transition. So they was able to get a lot more paint production, but all in all, the Bucks just shot better from the field and from three. But the Rockets definitely could have won this game. They just kind of let it slip out of their hands. So to get into the box score for the Rockets, we got Fred VanVleet with 26 big points. Fred VanVleet has been pretty good this season. He's been pretty consistent and a really good point guard. He had 26 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. A steal and a block. He gives you 9 for 23 shooting, which is not good. 39%, 3 of 11 from the 3-point line, which is not good either. But at least he had 26 points and he's out there playing some defense. Went 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Then we got Jalen Green with 21, 9 rebounds and 2 assists. He was doing a lot of slashing. He had a lot of nice layups, but he didn't do it with the most efficiency. He had 9 to 24, 37% from the field, 3 of 8 from the 3-point line. Both him and VanVleet both hit 3 3-pointers, but he did it just a little bit more efficiently. We got Şengün with an off game. So this right here pretty much sums up why they lost. Your 3 best players had all shot under 40% from the field, and they all shot. Well, they shot. Yeah, they all didn't shoot the best from the 3-point line either. But Şengün had 18 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and he also turned the ball over 4 times. And Jalen Green turned the ball over 3 times. But he shot 8 for 21, 38%. Went 0-2 from the 3-point line, 2 for 3 from the free throw. That's not gonna cut it. You need better efficiency splits from your best players if you expect to win games. But so Dillon Brooks in 20 minutes he played. In 20 minutes he had 5 points. He had 5 personal fouls. He was guarding Giannis a lot, and that's just really not a good matchup for him. But he does try hard and he does play good defense. But in 20 minutes he had 5 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. He had a turnover. He shot 2 for 8 from the field, 25%, and 1 for 3 from the 3-point line. So not the most efficient game, and then he did a lot of fouling, but I mean he tried. But that's kind of what happens when you play against Giannis, and that's your matchup. So we got Jabari Smith Jr. He played 24 minutes, and he's been really disappointing because he was supposed to be I remember when he was getting drafted, he was being talked about as supposed to be the number 1 pick, or you know what I'm saying. I actually thought his skill set transferred to the NBA really well, but up to this point, he really hasn't been what we he hasn't been what was advertised and what we thought he could be. But he's still young and he's on a deep and loaded team, so maybe that's why for the underperformance. But they need better from him. But he had 4 points. He went 1 for 4 from the field, 0 for 2 from the 3-point line, 2 free throws. He had 2 rebounds and an assist. And then to round off and then that rounded off the starting lineup. So off of the bench, shout out that boy Tari Eason. That man had a crazy game, and these two right here, these boys are terror. Like every time they get in, they're playing defense, they're putting pressure on the rim, and they just these 2 guys are gonna have bright futures. And Ime Udoka said Tari Eason has gave him young Kawhi Leonard vibes, and I can kind of see why, because he's very versatile as far as defense, and he has the potential of being a scorer. Amen Thompson, just an elite athlete, just an elite all-around basketball player. Once that 3-point shot comes along, he starts being able to take them and make them. It's gonna be tough stopping this guy. He just knows how to play. But back to Tari, he had in 30 minutes he had 9 points. He had 3 blocks, 4 steals, so that's 7 stocks. He had 1 assist and he had 14 rebounds. So he shot 4 for 7 from the field, 57%, 1 for 3 from the 3-point line. And yeah, man, he just had a great all around game. Even though he didn't score that many points, he did it efficiently. You know what I'm saying? He did it under control. He only had 1 turnover, and he contributed a lot to the box score. Amen Thompson gives you in 29 minutes, he gives you 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal and a block. So 2 stocks. So another guy comes in, gives you great minutes, not just scoring, but plays defense and just contributes in all facets. Uncle Jeff gave 2 minutes. He ain't do nothing in his 2 minutes. Steven Adams, 5 points. Not 5 points. In 5 minutes, he had 2 points. He had 2 rebounds. Shout out to Steven. Hareem Shepard has had a hard time finding his footing over here in this deep loaded Rockets team, but he'll get there whenever there's an injury or if there's an injury, and he just gets some more clock. But he went 0-3 from the field. He did not make a 3-pointer. He had a rebound and a turnover. Aaron Holiday played 9 minutes. He had 5 points, He went 2 for 3 from the field, rebound and 2 assists. So shout out Aaron Holiday. And yeah, they went 9 for 32 from the 3 point line, 28%, which is really bad, really bad. And turnover wise, 12, which is actually solid, but you just gotta make more threes. If they had better efficiency from the 3 point line, they probably would have beat the Bucks tonight. But to wrap that up, we're gonna get into the Bucks box score. Alright, so we got the player of the game, that boy Brook Lopez. He the one that kind of started the run, kind of got them started off in the game. He just continued to hit big shots throughout the game. He hit 5 big threes. That boy Brook Lopez. And not only was he out there hitting threes, but he had 27 points, 10 rebounds. So a big double-double with 7 stocks, 3 steals, 4 blocks, and an assist. And not only did he give you great 3-point shooting from your big man, get your run started, continue to hit big shots throughout the game, give you 27 points, 10 rebounds, and an assist, but he gave you 7 stocks. So he's out there playing great defense with no turnover, and he did all that while shooting efficiently, only missing 4 shots throughout the game. So he went 11 for 15 from the field, 73%, and he went 5 for 8 from the 3-point line, 62%. So just an amazing game for Brook Lopez, and it's great because last game he really underperformed. He had like 5 points or something like that, and like 4 rebounds. So shout out to Brook for the bounce back game. I like to see him dominating because the Bucks is a different team when he's playing like that. But so next we got Giannis. He had 20 points, 13 rebounds. You know, Giannis is always gonna do what he do. 4 assists, but them 8 turnovers. Come on, man, you can't have 8 turnovers. But 3 blocks. Shout out to Giannis because he definitely had a game-saving block. Without that block, he definitely probably lose the game. So shout out to Giannis because, you know what I'm saying, he just plays like an NBA. I mean, he just plays like an MVP just every night and every season. But them 8 turnovers, got to clean that up. This game probably looks a little different if you don't have them 8 turnovers. But shout out to Giannis nonetheless. He went 9 of 17 from the field, 52%, and then he missed 5 free throws, 2 of 7 at 28%. 28%. So just gotta do better on the free throws, Giannis. But great all-around game, and need to clean up them turnovers. All right, so we got Dame Lillard, 35 minutes. He had 18 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds. It's good to see Dame, even though he wasn't shooting and the shots weren't falling. It's good to see him assisting and creating for his teammates. And he only had 2 turnovers for this nice double-double that he had. He did shoot inefficiently, 6 for 18 from the field, 33%, 0 for 6 from the 3-point line, and 6 for 7 from the free throw line at 85%. But he did a great job penetrating and making sure that he got his guys shots, and, you know what I'm saying, kept Brook very active. So, great game by Dame. I'm not going to complain about the inefficiency, but you know what I'm saying? Great job handling the ball. Just great game, all-around game. But he does need to do a little better on the defensive end. So, Andre Jackson, he had 4 minutes. He didn't really do anything his 4 minutes. I don't know what happened with that, but he had 4 minutes, no points. And then to round off the starting lineup, we had Taurean Prince with 2 points in 26 minutes, 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 3 from the 3-point line, hit 2 free throws, a rebound, assist, and 3 steals, and 3 turnovers. So kind of a miserable game for Taurean Prince. The only bright side is he got them 3 steals. All right. So for the bench squad, we got Gary Trent Jr. It's good to see him balling because he kind of hasn't been as good as advertised, and I was kind of hoping he was going to be a nice little fit over there, the 2 guard, because he could score, play defense. But he's been a little disappointed, but he did have a good game. 24 minutes, he had 12 points. He had a rebound and an assist. Went 4 for 8 from the field, 50%, 4 for 6 from the 3-point line. So all of his field goals were from the 3. So that's promising right there. So shout out to Gary Trent. We got Bobby Portis, 20 minutes. You know Bobby always gonna come in and do what he does off the bench. Always a 6-man of the year candidate. 11 points, 4 for 9 from the field. He made his 1 3-pointer that he took. Hit his 2 free throws. Gave you 4 rebounds and an assist. And he gave you a block. So shout out that boy Bobby. So and then we had DeLon Wright with 6 points in 23 minutes. He gave you 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal, and he hit 2 threes. He hasn't been shooting as well as late this season, but them 2 threes is promising. So it's good to see that the Bucks shooters is coming in clutch when they need them. Honestly, the Bucks had great efficiency from the 3-point line if it wasn't for Dame going 0 for 6 and Taurean Prince going 0 for 3. Other than that, everybody else pretty much was really efficient. Overall, they went 13 for 33 from the 3-point line, and that kind of is what did it to the Rockets. Even though the Rockets were able to hit 9, they just were able to hit 13 of them. Like they were able to hit more to you, and they hit them at a better rate, even though they turned the ball over more to y'all. But you know what I'm saying? It just came down to who was able to hit more threes and who was able to just really score more efficiently. Uh, the Bucks just score more efficiently, and the Bucks did get a lot of points off of their bench, whereas the Rockets really didn't have the bench production other than Tyrese and Amen. Whereas over here they got multiple guys hitting threes and give you good production, and the starting unit really kind of did their job other than two guys. Whereas over here, you know what I'm saying, your top three guys didn't do the best as far as taking care of the ball and scoring efficiently. So that's really what it is. I'm gonna just have to chalk it up to the Rockets' inefficiency from the three best players, and I would say the three best players over here just having great games. That really what the difference in the game to me. So the keys to the Bucks were winning is that the Bucks' three best players had a better outing and were more efficient than the Rockets' three best players, and that's kind of what it came down to. And Giannis making a game-saving block, and then you know what I'm saying, that boy Dame hitting a game winner. Player of the game, obviously I'm gonna have to go with Brook Lopez. So y'all let me know who y'all think was the player of the game. Y'all let me know what y'all think the keys to winning the game was. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Show some love to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Show some support in the comments. You know what I'm saying? For real. Hit that like button and tell me how I can make these breakdowns better, and give me some suggestions, and let me know if y'all want me to do college. But until next time, I want y'all to stay safe and be good. I'm gonna holler at y'all.